Next, a great article from Marketing Dive. Social insights fail to reach decision makers. Here's what the numbers say. So essentially it says here, a report from Sprout Social, so that's a social media management tool, found that while 93% of industry professionals consider social media data collection to be important, just 36% use it to inform decisions outside of marketing. So I thought that was crazy. Because it's kind of like, okay, especially so if you have an established company, established brand, and let's just say you've been consistent in social media for years, you have, you're visible, you have a content marketing strategy that's robust, different types of content, you have a social media strategy that's robust, your different types of social posts, things are going great, right? Maybe the engagement isn't what you want it to be, but you're getting in front of your target audiences. So why wouldn't you use that opportunity to ask maybe product development questions, right? Maybe, perception, maybe launch a poll and do a perception type post of the brand, of what the competitive landscape looks like. Is there an industry conference that you're thinking about sponsoring or attending? Ask your audience, hey, we're thinking about becoming a part of this industry conference. Is it worth our time and budget? What do you guys think? Would you attend and come and support us? So I think this was great. And I think it's the only difference between using your data, like your social media data for an established company or established brand, is it's public. That's really literally it. If you're putting public posts and asking people for feedback. So I thought this was great. I thought it was great, but it was very eye-opening too, that people, again, tend to think of things in silos, and none of this stuff is siloed, social media included. It's not a siloed marketing medium. It's integrated or should be integrated to every part of your business beyond marketing. So I thought it was a great article on Marketing Dive. So I recommend folks read it. So I'll start with you, John, first, since you're the social media guy. So what do you think on this?
Yeah. So if you are a business on social media or something like that, those people who are following you are your customers, right?
Right.
So look at what they're interacting with. That's likely to be the stuff they're the most interested in.
Right.
One of my favorite things to do is on my YouTube channel is I'll throw a poll up every once in a while, asking a question that may not be directly related to videos I'm working on or something, but can help shape the way that I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's a really easy way to get tons and tons of feedback. And, those are the people who are interested in what I'm doing, right? So it's the same thing with social media for businesses. Look at what your audience is interacting with. You can have polls on, Instagram or X or whatever. Use those features because those are great ways to talk directly to your audience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really are. Truly. Catherine, what do you think?
So what does it really mean for marketing to be in a silo? We talked about this a little bit in a couple of articles ago, but part of it is that marketing should be focused an eye on the future and on the strategy of the company.
Yep.
And while also focusing on the strategies for the present to get some more immediate results. So what does it look like when they're in a silo? Well, marketing's just sort of, that's marketing. They're doing the social media. And people around in the company just sort of think marketing is doing its own thing. So it is not a surprise to me that these insights that come from social media and from the social insights, that the rest of the business is missing out on it, because if people are programmed to think that marketing is in its silo, then they're not going to think that any data that comes to any of the marketing activities, social media included, they're not going to take it seriously. But they should, because if you think about what is it really showing you, social media can give you demographics data.
Mm-hmm.
Who really is looking at your content? Is your strategy for selling your product or service, is it hitting the right people? Is what you think your target audience, is that really relevant? This is all insights that you can use some social media, some of the data for, and you're missing an opportunity business-wide if you're not looking at it.
Agreed.